Welcome back to Sprague Homestead. I'm Kanan.
And I'm Nikki.
And this year has been quite the stinker. Rather than sit and talk about all the bad things, we're going to challenge you guys to list 5 good things that have happened to you this year on your homestead.
So the whole thing behind this is we're issuing this challenge today. You film your video over the next week and upload it to your channel on New Year's Eve. What we want to do is send 2020 out with a bang of all the good stuff. Let's ignore the bad stuff and move on and set the tone for a really great 2021.
All right, so the first thing you need to list out is going to be the best tool you've either bought or been given for your homestead.
And it can be anything. If you got a new gardening trowel or maybe you bought a tractor, a new chainsaw, anything. What is the best tool that you've had this year?
Item 2 is going to be your best or biggest accomplishment on your homestead.
Did you plant new fruit trees? Maybe you got your chicken coop done. Just any of these things that was a really good accomplishment. And it doesn't have to be your best moment on the homestead, because we're going to have that in a second. But just the biggest thing, the thing that made you really walk away and say, you know what, no matter what else happened, we got this done.
And speaking of number 3, that is going to be your best or biggest accomplishment, the best moment on your homestead.
And it can be anything. Maybe your cow dropped a beautiful calf this year. Maybe it goes hand in hand with your accomplishment. Whatever was the one moment this year that made you think it's all going to be okay.
Now, with all of that, item 4 is going to be the one skill that you learned this year.
Did you take up canning, crochet, any of those kind of things? Maybe you took up chainsaw art or made soap. Maybe you learned how to change an alternator in a car. Whatever it is that you really felt like you accomplished and learned a really cool new skill, that's what we want to hear about.
And item number 5 is going to be the animal or poultry that you added this year, or the ones you feel like you've really made some good progress or mastered of what you currently have on your homestead.
So it seems like everybody was adding stuff this year, but maybe you didn't. Maybe you just really got your chickens under control, got your rabbit program really going. Whatever it is, these are the accomplishments we want to hear about.
So remember, as you upload your videos, make sure you tag us in the description. Remember, at Sprague Homestead, or if you put it up on your community tab, make sure to tag us so that we know that's out there. We want to watch your videos on New Year's Eve to see what everybody is sending out 2020 with.
Now, I know not everybody is on YouTube that watches us, but I know an awful lot of you guys have Instagram. So if you don't have a YouTube video and you don't have a YouTube channel to do, feel free to do, 5 pictures on Instagram with this same thing. Same thing as Kanan was saying, just tag us in there. We want to see them. If you don't have that, maybe you're on Facebook. We're on there too. Go ahead and tag us. We just want to see it. Let's flood social media with some really good stuff on New Year's Eve of all the things that you guys have accomplished on your homestead. And we're going to have our video out on New Year's Eve answering these same 5 questions.
All right, with that, we'll see you next time. Your challenge to send out 2020 on a positive note.
Happy homesteading and Merry Christmas.